name is Martin Jordan.
And I'm Connie Jordan.
And today's podcast is called
Here Comes the Judge.
In the series of our Shift Happens TV podcasts. And could call this one number 3, but this is only the order we're recording them in. We don't know what order we're going to put them up in.
Explains the clothes.
Yes, we have 15 different outfits, and they're all the same.
Yes.
Now, next one, you might see a beautiful black jacket on me, or not. Or I might not have the waistcoat.
It's not a fashion show. Doesn't
Hey,
matter.
no. I said today's, here comes the judge.
Now, what I have found talking to people, I didn't realize that this was like mind-blowing information. Like, explaining to people, because many of us, the majority of us, have grown up with some form of religious doctrine.
Even doctrine.
Any religion, really.
Yeah.
At the core has a lot of the same stuff.
Yes.
You know, love one another, blah, blah, blah. But then as you take it further out, you have the whole judgment thing.
Yes.
That, you know, you're going to be judged, whether it's Allah or Jesus or who else.
Somebody told me one time that they're all cults anyway, because the definition of a cult is there a following? Is there a book that they all go by? Is there a deity that they follow? Blah, 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 blah. And then it's a cult. But free thinking is what we're here for. Our free will and our free thinking, our ability to make moral judgments that are good for the benefit of everybody concerned.
Now, what I have said to people since getting onto my own spiritual path, I tell them that we are not judged when we cross over.
Tell me more about that, Connie.
Okay, I will. And they're like, well then, why would you be a good person?
Yes.
If you're not going to be judged. You mean murderers aren't judged, and this isn't judged, and that's not, people can do the most horrific things, and they're not judged? I'm like, yeah, no.
Nope.
And like even...
In our experience.
So with my ex-stepfather, when we found out he passed, my mother said, I hope he's in a hot place. I'm like, yeah, not so much. When he passed, he was surrounded by his guides, his angels, and he was kind of surrounded by love. And that, again... So then why would anybody...
Sorry.
Drama queen. So why would anybody be good then if you're not judged?
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. When you cross over and you start to remember who you are, you have a life review.
As a soul.
As a soul.
You remember who you are, your higher self, that bigger person that you are. Yeah. Not what you did on this earth.
You remember the bigger picture of who you are.
Yeah.
The wider self.
Yes.
The higher self. Whatever you want to call it.
Thank you, Roger.
And, you know, I guess Defending Your Life is probably a good movie.
Yeah, excellent movie.
Yeah, it's a comedy, but it's about when you pass. So when you cross over, and this is what, you know, helps me just being here and want to do the best that I can, that when I look at the movie that is called My Life as Connie Jordan, what do I want to see?
Yeah.
Because we're going to see it all. The pain we caused, the joy we caused, the effect we had. What do you want to see?
You're the director, producer, and you're playing
star.
the lead.
So when you have your life review, you will be surrounded by love. You'll be surrounded by your guides. Is that arrow on my face?
Yes, but it won't be in the video.
Okay. You see nothing here. So for me, I want to be able to look back and say, you know what, Connie, job well done.
Yes.
I want to look back and, yeah, of course we've all caused pain in some way. We've all done some crappy things along the way because that's why we're here.
You speak for yourself.
Yeah.
I've been a paragon of goodwill and integrity my whole life.
Really? Shall we go through this book here?
No.
Right?
Let's remember, we're trying to keep the videos 15 minutes.
Yeah, we wouldn't have time then.
No. Not even close.
So...
Love of my life.
So when we understand that we all come here, because I mean, as you know, being a past life regressionist, we've had lifetimes where we've been schmucks.
Yeah.
That's what we came here to be, to experience that, or somebody you decide you need to have a certain lesson, and so somebody decides, for lack of a better word, to play the villain.
Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
Which could have been my stepfather. That maybe I wanted to go through that experience.
Yes.
whatever.
Why would you want that?
But again, on this level of understanding...
It's the brain. It's the small brain. We are small brains when we come into this body.
Some people are no brains. You don't know who you are.
Our higher selves are big brains. And our higher selves communicate with our subconscious mind, another video. But the judgment part is what people can't understand. Mm-hmm. That you will look at your own experience. Did I do the best that I can? Did I come close to following my life path? If not, should I do it over? Should I help somebody else who's going through a similar experience from this side? Should I help them? Lots of stuff like that. And again, this is our experience of this topic. We're not telling you that this is the way to think. Just let it sink in.
Well, when we hear different philosophies from ours, from people,
love it.
We do love that because it gets us thinking and sends you on a journey and you're out of body somewhere. Yeah. That's why we don't let him drive. Yeah. But for me, learning when I heard that concept that one, there was no hell, and really, it's John Lennon.
Yes.
No heaven or hell.
No.
It just is. Yeah. And to say, because we really get to decide. Yeah. When we cross over, it's where is your mind at? Where is your focus at? And that is what your experience, which again, that's going to be the troubled waters thing. But as far as the judgment goes, we are not judged. The only one that was going to be judging you, that's what you want to use, is you. You. And while you have this life review,
you over there, and
you're going to have your guides, you're going to have your angels that are going to be surrounding you and loving you. Because dealing with angels, they have no judgment. They know we come here to experience everything, the pain, the grief, the joy, the love, the sadness. There is no judgment on that. And even when, as we say, that the angels, they're there to help you, and they're like, what?
Vampires.
You have to invite them in. So while they're seeing you struggle and they're going to be like, aw, bless their wooden head, they want to suffer. Yeah,
whatever you're doing.
They're not going to judge it.
No. And the thing with it is that if you take anything in your life, here's a little experiment. Take something in your life that's happening, that's going on right now. And the way you're feeling about it is because of how you're judging it. You're judging it to be good for you or bad for you. You're judging it that it's going to give you pain or it's going to give you pleasure. But at the end of the day, it's a judgment. We do a lot of judging on this side. It's a human trait. It's not an angelic trait. It's not a higher self trait.
It's not a Jesus trait.
It's a human trait, and it's okay. But when you cross over, realize that you're with the big brains, and they know more about you. You'll realize more about yourself, the higher self, and you'll realize, oh, now I get it. If you were supposed to be a saint, and the choices you made in your life led you down another path, a darker path, then you will cross over and go,
Well, didn't we know somebody, or I knew somebody like that? Isn't that what came through when they came in through in a reading?
And your guides on the other side will go, what is your decision? We will help you with that. Do you want to return
and fulfill what
you should have fulfilled? Or did what you did in this life, help people not to do what you did and help people anyway?
And also, did you get the lesson and what you wanted out of it so you can move forward? Even if it meant you were a schmuck.
Yeah, a schmuck. A good American word. I will try to get a definition at the bottom there. Schmuck. I need some water after saying that. Gives me dry mouth.
And for me, I would say defending your life, and that was with Brookes. What's his name? Albert Brookes?
Albert Brookes and Meryl Streep.
Yes. I think that's a...
He didn't think too much of himself.
No.
So when he crossed over, they put him up in a Motel 6. One of those little seedy motels. Whereas Meryl Streep, who probably did more in her life to annoy people, she was a bigger schmuck.
Was she? I didn't get that.
No, she was full of herself.
Was she?
Yeah, more than he was. He was a people pleaser.
I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah, but she wasn't, per se. But how she felt about herself and how she felt about crossing over, she was in this 5-star hotel.
Mints on the pillow.
So at the end of all of our videos, we have a key mantra that you will hear at the end of this video. Not going to say it now, but it's the last thing we say before we sign off all of our videos.
And why are you saying that? Why are you mentioning that?
It's a good place to start of how you need to live your life.
And also how to cross over.
And it was this gentleman,
Right there.
pure heart, that taught us that lesson very, very, very strong.
Now, would you say, I mean, we live here in this human body with this human brain.
Yes.
It's okay to judge here, isn't it? I mean, whether...
We do.
I mean, that's part of the experience
You
of being
can't
human.
not. Like you come to a red light, you judge whether to stop or to go. The light turns green, you immediately judge, should I go now? Or should I wait a few seconds for the schmuck that's running the red light from the other side? We have to say this. We live in Sarasota. Holla. That's very good. Out of the corner of my eye. That we do make judgments all the time. We judge whether what we're going to eat is going to benefit us or not. We judge where we're going to go with that going to benefit. Watching a movie, we judge
Now,
whether we
when
like
we
it
call
or not.
somebody stupid, that's not a judgment. A lot of times it's just an observation.
You've got to make that distinction. Because to say someone is an idiot is a judgment. To say they're behaving like an idiot is an observation. Yes, so, food for thought.
That is.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It's a nugget.
That is a nugget.
It's a Shift Happens TV podcast nugget.
Take notes.
SHIPN.
I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Shift Happens Internet Podcasting. SHIP.
Oh, got it.
We're all on a ship. Anyway, could be a starship. Could be a different podcast. I'll probably end up doing that one by myself.
Ooh, E.T.
Aliens. ETs. Yes. Oh, we'll have some crazy podcasts. But this one, back to the judgment. I judged there that we were going off track.
Good judgment call.
Absolutely. Not like me, usually. No, that's my favorite track.
You're a dude.
I am. A dude.
Poor judgment most of the time.
A dude that healed throat cancer because I judged things along the way. What was good for me, what wasn't good for me, and how I needed to handle things. Did I need to meditate more?
And who taught you that? This kid going through leukemia.
Yeah. And we have a show specifically on Pure Heart Energy and introducing Pure Heart. Maybe we should do that one next.
Oh, he's so excited.
That means that on that video, I get to do this a lot. It's a short gig. Wait
I
till
thought
you
you were
see
going to
it.
be talking. Oh, see, I was...
Wait till you see it. When I bring in Miko, remember that name for later on, and Andrew introduced me to this guy, and I've been channeling him. He's my master guide at the moment. Andrew, Pure Heart, will always be my guide, but this guy's coming through with some really cool information about the ETs and cool stuff.
We didn't want to start out with that stuff.
No.
We wanted to make sure you kept watching.
Yeah.
And then,
And that's why we will be descriptive with the video. If you don't think you're ready, don't watch it. But there'll be something here for everybody.
I think so.
Right.
All right, so I think that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
It's not a really lengthy topic or
There
anything.
is no judgment on the other side. That's all you've got to remember.
And when you do cross, remember to live your life with no regrets.
And die laughing.
That's how it's done.